In the boundless expanse before time, from the very essence of creation, sprang forth the angels. Among them, none shone brighter than Lucifer. He was the light-bringer, the morning star. His wings, vast and shimmering, reflected the glory of creation itself. His heart, a furnace of pure celestial fire, pulsed with an unyielding love for the divine. Lucifer was perfection. His very presence was a hymn of praise to the Creator. He was the most beloved, the most trusted. His voice, clear as the first dawn, resonated through the celestial halls, leading the chorus of angels in their eternal song. His wisdom was unmatched, his counsel sought by all. He was the pinnacle of creation, the morning star that heralded the eternal day. But perfection, like a polished mirror, can be easily marred. A single flaw, a tiny crack, can distort the image it reflects. And in the heart of the morning star, a seed of pride began to germinate. It was subtle at first, a whisper in the grand symphony of his being, a sense of his own magnificence, a subtle elevation of self above others. The seed was planted not by malice, but by the very nature of his being. For how could one so radiant, so powerful, not be aware of his own glory? How could he who stood at the pinnacle of creation not feel the dizzying height, the vast gulf that separated him from all others? It was the beginning of his undoing, the first tremor in the celestial foundation. The morning star, blinded by his own light, had taken the first step on the path of darkness. Time in the celestial realm flowed differently. It was not linear, but cyclical, an endless dance of creation and renewal. Yet within Lucifer, the seed of pride grew steadily. He saw the vastness of creation, the intricate dance of stars and galaxies, all held within the palm of the Creator, and he began to question, why should he, Lucifer, not have a hand in this creation? Was he not also a being of immense power, of boundless potential? Were his thoughts not as vast as the cosmos, his will as unyielding as the fabric of space-time? Doubt, like a creeping vine, began to twist around the pillars of his faith. His thoughts turned inward, his gaze no longer fixed solely on the divine. He saw the adoration in the eyes of the lesser angels, heard the whispers of awe that followed his every move. He saw the power he wielded, the influence he commanded, and it intoxicated him. The harmony within him began to fray, the perfect balance tipping precariously. He began to question the Creator's plan, the very hierarchy of heaven. Why should he submit to a will other than his own? Why should he who understood the intricacies of creation not have a say in its governance? The doubt festered, growing into resentment, a bitter poison in his heart. The Lightbringer, once the embodiment of humility and devotion, was slowly becoming consumed by his own brilliance. The whispers turned into pronouncements. The doubts, once hidden in the deepest recesses of his heart, were now proclaimed from the celestial mountaintops. Lucifer, the morning star, had fallen from grace. He rallied others to his cause, angels seduced by his promises of freedom and power. He spoke of a new order, a universe where they would no longer be subservient, but masters of their own destiny. He promised them dominion over stars and galaxies, the power to shape reality itself. His words, once hymns of praise, were now weapons of rebellion, shattering the eternal silence of heaven. His rebellion was a cataclysm, a rent in the very fabric of heaven. Angels chose sides, their loyalties divided. The celestial realm, once a symphony of perfect harmony, became a cacophony of clashing wills. The Lightbringer, now draped in shadows, had become the bringer of discord, the harbinger of war. His rebellion was a testament to the seductive nature of pride, the intoxicating allure of power. He had tasted freedom, or rather the illusion of it, and in that taste found himself eternally damned. The morning star, once the beacon of hope and divine love, had become a falling star, plummeting into the abyss of his own making.